Hello, people. Welcome back. It's been long. I have to say, I went and bought myself a wide angle lens to vlog properly from now on.
You did what?
Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you have a blessed year ahead. I know you have heard this a lot from so many people already, but you have to do this right now because we don't know what's going to happen this year. We don't know if the people we love now are going to be there the next year. It's very important to cherish the moments together in this year. And I truly believe it because there are people that I know who lost the people that they love to COVID. I know this sounds more like a sad talk, but we lived the last year in fear, in desperation, in almost verging on insanity. But maybe this year is something we can turn around. The vaccine is coming. I don't know how many people are gonna get side effects badly, but let's hope there too. And to all my friends out there, we gotta make our lives matter. We gotta make these days count. So here we are at the start of 2021, and some of us are feeling more inspired than ever. To those who had a worse year, stay strong. To those who had it okay, feel grateful. To me, I kept watching all my favorite YouTubers improve their game every single week. During this pandemic, while all I did was just watch them back and forth, all I did was watch them, take notes, and just kept waiting for their next video. But never in my mind did I ever convince myself that I can also maybe put in the same effort and do something like that. Watching all of them out there, just showing off that beautiful, buttery, creamy, smooth B-roll footage and cinematic looking videos, I went ahead and brought myself a camera, maybe a couple of lenses, even improved my color grading skills, and perhaps even went as far as making my lighting look really good. Some YouTubers do that, right? So the moment you search for good lighting in YouTube, this is what I get. So I just followed it up, and I hope my lighting is really good. A few of my friends have been telling me my lighting in my videos are really good. Yet for some reason, something doesn't look right. Something doesn't feel right. Because when I look back at my videos, it's just really few. Yet for some reason, something still looks off about my footage. And I can't seem to figure out why it doesn't look the same as my favorite YouTubers. Well, luckily I might have one answer to that. And that is why today we are going to look at why I haven't been consistent with my YouTube game. Lack of courage. That's all there is. Nothing much is needed to get myself or for anyone else to just get started. Tell me about yourself. How many of you there have actually had plans in their mind during 2020? Just leave the pandemic screwing all your plans. I'm talking about during pandemic. How many of you guys have thought about something to do but never had the drive, motivation to actually execute it? I'm very much one of those people. I had 3 things cooking in my mind while I was just sitting idle during the first 3 months of the pandemic. 1, singing. 2, vlogging. 3, podcast. I had a bunch of songs that I was really scared to sing, so I managed to find some cover tracks from done by other professionals. I used the cover track to use my own voice to sing to it because I was too scared to sing to the originals. And I sang about 30 songs. Really below average stuff, but somehow it got me. I kept pushing myself to keep coming up with more songs, and if I can't, I would post a story in my Instagram asking my friends to tell me what song they would like to hear from me, and a few of them did. Thank you so much. Thanks to them, there was another extra 10 songs which made up the entirety of 30 songs that are there in my YouTube channel right now. So please go ahead. I'm gonna link the playlist right here or here, where the I icon comes in. I have been having an on-again, off-again relationship with vlogging because I have been trying to start vlogging for almost 6 years in YouTube, but constantly overthinking what content that I have to put out, what kind of content that I have to put out, how interesting can it be, constantly comparing myself to all those other vloggers out there, and then ending up realizing my life isn't that interesting. But then I realize that now I should not have stopped posting stuff. I should have just kept posting so that right now I would have something to look back at. COVID taught us something, that every normal thing that you were taking for granted was all just broken away into pieces. COVID made us realize that. Now I regret not having posted all those videos back then, because if memory serves right, I did have a nice, enjoyable life with a lot of friends who I miss right now a lot. And all of them are just memories and not just video in YouTube that I could just go back and look. I've been thinking about starting a podcast for the last 2 years, and I finally managed to start one somehow or the other thanks to Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.fm. So using Anchor, I started my own podcast and I came up with the teaser. The teaser was really nice. It was really well received and people loved it. A few of my friends loved it. It gave me enough motivation to come up with the first episode. That was about it. I lost motivation. I lost my drive. I didn't have the courage to keep working and come up with more stuff to talk about. I just kept blaming the pandemic. I just kept blaming everything else around me. Some of them were right because I live in a really noisy neighborhood and I can't find myself recording properly. I find myself removing a lot of dog barks, birds chirping everywhere, crows, construction noise, vehicles moving all around me. So these things kept coming into the track and I spent more time getting those out, so I had to scrap a lot of files and then I gave up. If that can be used as a valid excuse, but then I wouldn't just blame those factors too because I couldn't come up with any content that I want to talk about. That's when I realized, when you're with your friends, when you're with your colleagues, talking seems to be natural, but when you're actually sitting down trying to come up with really good stuff for a lot of other people to know about, it's tough. It's really tough to come up with content. So I'm going to try this year to keep pushing myself to come up with new stuff in vlog, in podcasting, and probably maybe singing. I'm not going to look into improving that game really good because I have a bad voice. I suck at maintaining my voice. I drink a lot of cold stuff. I eat a lot of cold stuff. So other than singing, let me try focusing more on vlogging and podcasting. Let's see where I go with this this year. So let's see how everything goes. And to all my friends out there who also had similar ideas or things that you wanted to work on or start something that you couldn't do in the last year, please don't give up. Do it this year. 2021 just started. It has to be a good year. It could be a good year. It's on your hands. Do it.